We'll pay our coin. And here we go. Okay, Josu Ves is fine. It's a 4/5 menace. If you can actually get to the kicker, which is pretty optimistic, then it's pretty crazy. Let's see what else we have here in case there's something that might suggest itself. Barrage doesn't thrill me. This is fine for the black-green Saproling deck. Not very interesting. Fungal infection is okay. Blink of an eye also okay. Alright, so I feel like Josu Ves is a fine first pick. There we go. Okay, how about this guy? I've always felt like this should be a really great addition to a black-red deck, but it is hard to cast, and it seems to, at least as my experience and my recollection go, it seems to not quite have lived up to whatever potential might be there. What else have we got? This is fine for a black deck. Arcanist is, you know, I don't know. I wonder how you would spell that. Shivan Fire is perfectly good removal. We may take that. Servant is also fine. It can serve a number of roles. I think I'm liking the Shivan Fire. And that's how we will proceed. Lingering Phantom is not terribly interesting. Grun is also interesting. It can get very big. Let's see what else we have. I'm not seeing anything else here that really interests me. Everything else here I consider to be filler. I'm going to try Grun, see where we end up. Memorial to War, also not interesting. This would be fine as a sideboard card if we were in best of 3. This is very good black removal, so that's looking good. I think that's what we want. Another Memorial to War, how about that? Is there anything here that might push us into a different color? This could be okay. You know, its floor is a 1/3 for 2, and it is a wizard, which might help other effects. I'm actually considering the Acolyte. Speculating into white might be fine, but I don't feel like it's worth it for these. So I believe we're looking either at one of these 3. So far black is looking reasonably okay. Red, possibly. Let's go for the Acolyte. Flyers are always nice. Ward the Weatherlight is pointless, as far as I'm concerned, at least at this point. Do we want to consider green? We could consider green, and this will help us to splash something, like the Shivan Fire. The Raider is okay. Let me pick up the Raider in case red might look look like it's reasonably open. The Cyclops is... I don't think I've ever played this with this in a deck, and I'm not so interested in starting now. Divest, I feel like could be okay in a creature-heavy format, which limited always is. But again, if you don't see it early enough in the game, then it's really just a dead card. This is just a bad card. I don't like it at all. Blech. I am waffling here, which reminds me I haven't had lunch yet. Probably have lunch after I do this draft. Armament, what the heck. Dark Bargain is okay. It's a slightly clunky card draw. I don't like the Flame of Keld. These two are not worth straying into blue. Battle Trick. I don't like the Envoy much. The stats are not terrible. I'm going to go with the bargain. We'll see if it is in fact a bargain. Anything to support a red approach? Neither of these impress me. One Dark Bargain is really all I want, I think. Assuming it even makes the cut. So for Battle Tricks, do I like the Gift of Growth better? Or do I like the Run Amok better? Run Amok is only good in an aggro situation. Gift of Growth can be good either way. So Gift of Growth, I think. Two creatures here that have 4/2. This requires historic support in order to be maximally effective. This is meh. So do we prefer something that has lure, or do we prefer something that could have... Since we're not sure we're going into green yet, although it is looking more likely, I kind of like Demonic Vigor. We're going to go with that. Sure, Soul Salvage. We will... another big creature. Sure. Broken Bond. That's nice. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's looking very promising. Curator's Ward, blah blah blah. Nope. Skin Witch is fine. These are fine blue cards, but blue is something we haven't even dealt with at all. I see nothing here that I like better than... Hey Linda, how are you today? I'm proceeding with the Belzenlock here. So so far we have a black deck. It could kind of either go green or red. I'm okay here. I am in the middle of drafting Magic, so how bad could things actually be? Okay, so let's see. Lots of options here. Not too keen on this. This is too much of a build around, as is the Champion of the Flames, so we're going to bypass those. I could either stick with a perfectly solid black card, Or develop our green a bit more with perhaps the mammoth spider. Let's see what our curve is looking like so far. So far red is looking unlikely. So let's take those out. The armament, I'm going to bring that aside. Don't like it so much right now. Okay. Yeah, I agree with both of those. Really the question is, do I want to continue to develop green as our second color? And I think I'm wanting to. Black-green is good in Dominaria. I seem to recall that it has its greatest power when it's seated as a sapperling deck with Slimefoot. We're not moving in that direction at all, at least not at this point. I'm going to proceed with the... sorry. So I have one 5-drop, a bunch of 6-drops, which is too much already. I have nothing in the 3-drop slot, so I'm going to go with the Thallid, I think. Could that move us towards Sapperlings? We shall see. Wild Onslaught. The Soothsayer is interesting. I don't know if I want to go that way or not. But I'm not seeing anything here that I really like a lot better. What are your thoughts? Take a look at what we have so far. I think you can see my deck list reasonably well. I feel like the picks right now would either be the Confessor, the Soothsayer. Excuse me. What are your thoughts? Happy to hear them. Let's see. We really want this to come in as a 3/3 menace for 4, which I think I like better than this, which is more speculative. Right. Let's go with that. Thorn Elemental, interesting. That is a high casted creature, but if you can get it going, it can be effective. I already have a Soul Salvage. What do we have in here? I thought we had a Soul Salvage. Yes, we do. Huh. Perhaps in another universe. I am tempted to go for the Thorn Elemental, but I do need some more early drops. I'm liking the Elemental. Any comments? Yeah, the Scout is definitely better for the curve, and if we see it early, then we might even be able to benefit from its ability. I do feel like the Scout is the more responsible pick. We have no 2-drop creatures at all yet. All right, we'll go for the Scout and hope for good things. Ooh, some good white cards coming along. Yeah, I hear that. That is certainly true. Salvage, I have one. I already have a Confessor. Do I want to have a bunch of Confessors? I could go with the Navigator's Compass for fixing, but it's just not a good card. And it doesn't help to ramp at all. So far, we really could actually go into a second color, because we only have these 3 green cards. Um, I am at a bit of an impasse here. Yeah, neither am I. Let me. You know, I'm thinking maybe start dipping into blue because there are no on-color cards here that I feel like we're really gonna suffer if we turn them down. If I go into blue or white, the Courser would be good. Either of the Journey Mage or the Deep Freeze would be okay. Right. So based on what we're seeing, do we think that white might be more open, or blue? I'm hoping you have a better short-term memory than I do. What is your memory telling you, Linda? Is blue? Do you think blue or white is more open? Based on this, let's try blue. Yeah. Which do we like better? The Deep Freeze, it's okay removal. Journey, I'm gonna go for the Journey Mage. It is a better tempo play, I think. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that was our blue possibility. If we stick with blue, then we'll have Rona. This is a hard card to make work in limited. In constructed, it can be interesting. I don't think so. Let's go with the Skin Witch. It's a perfectly fine card. It's a 2-drop, and if you see it late, then it can give you some serious card advantage. Let's go with that. Chainer's Torment. I have never liked Chainer's Torment. I feel like you go through all the bother for the first 2 segments, and then somebody removes the creature token once you get it, and you are just way behind at that point. Not interested. Rat Colony, we're way too late to try to put together a Rat Colony deck. I could either I don't like too many Acolytes. I'm gonna go with a Snapper. Except we're already a fairly top-heavy situation here. Let's take a Relic Runner. Yeah, a lot of blue cards here. Huh, the Arcane Flight would have been good with the turtle, but that's okay. Sure, an Arcanist. Green seems to have completely disappeared. There's another Confessor. What does this do again? Not much help there. Opt is perfectly okay. I am looking for some more green cards, but as I say, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Let's proceed with that. Okay, I already have an Arcanist. So far, one possible 1-drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 2-drop creatures, depending on which color. I'd really rather not go 3-color. It is a fine 2-drop. We already have the 1. Do you think it's worth having a second? What have we got in our 4-drop? We have 2 creatures and this thing. not sure. Four 2-drops? Yeah, that sounds good. Depending on which two colors we go with, we'll have either 2 or 3 at this point. And we still have all of pack 3 to get through. Sure, let's go with that. Ah, this is terrible. Slin Voda. It's almost a laughable card. Sure, Befuddle, the card draw might be useful. There's really nothing here for us. The Explorer, bleh. And an Elephant, bleh. What do we got? The Mending of Dominaria. Not exactly what I wanted to see in the green rare, in the rare slot rather. Tetsuko is okay. What do we got in our original colors? Here's another Vicious Offering. I would be okay with that. Mammoth Spider is fine. So we still have the 3 creatures. We could really still go either green or blue as our second color. I am liking the second Vicious Offering. Yeah. Okay, so be it. Another Josu. That's interesting. Is it worth having 2 of them? Huh. Ooh, Eviscerate. I think I'd rather take the Eviscerate instead of the second Josu Ves. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Excuse me. What do you think? The hard removal or a second Josu Ves? I mean, it's hard to have too much removal. The chances of the Ves wheeling are slim to none, I would say. Sorry, you're gonna have to be more specific because I just said a whole bunch of things and I'm not sure. Yeah. So I'm glad. And here's some more. Cast down. All right, we may go for that. Adventurous Impulse is fine. I don't feel like we'll be lacking too much if we... Yeah, cast down. Let's do it. Lots of removal is never a bad thing. I'm wondering if we could go mono black at this point. Here's another Confessor. Infection. Maybe. Grow from the Ashes. That could be interesting if we splash... If we go green and splash blue. Let me look again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 black spells so far. Right. I was thinking that also. Let's do it. Another fungal infection? Pretty funny. Killed another Siobhan Fire. Our red. No, I think the red boat has sailed pretty much. So that means another infection. Well, if nothing else, it's sort of a creature, sort of, kind of. I guess another Acolyte. Nothing else here looks terribly interesting. The Assistant. I really don't like the Assistant. You have to really have a heavy historic deck for that to have a real effect. could go for a Guardian. It's beefier than the Acolyte, and it is color independent. Which do you like better, a second Acolyte or the Guardian of Koilos? Just remove. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, no removal in this pack, however. I'm gonna go with the Koilos, I think. Was it wrong? Who knows? Alright, so it's decision time. It's decision time. Is blue our second color, or is green our second color? So green, we have these two big guys. I feel like blue is more consistent at this point. I'm thinking blue is the way to go as our second color. In which case, but this guy comes out quicker. Let's see. He is 6. That's actually not bad. If we give up on green and he moves into the high spot. Yeah, I was leaning toward, you probably heard in my ramblings here that I'm leaning towards blue also. Let's put these green cards aside. Let's add the snapper. Construct is not terrible. Don't like this. This is really unexciting. We already have a Thalat Omnivore, yes? Do we have a Thalat Omnivore? I can't remember. No, we don't. I feel like these Construct actually is a better pick at this point. Let's see, we have all these high casting cost creatures. In the 4 slot we have 2 creatures. What do we like better, Construct or Omnivore? I think the Omnivore gives us just better board presence. There's another green creature. How annoying. How are we in 3s and 4s? 3 drops, we have only the Thalid. Let me take the Sergeant at Arms out. 3 drop, we have only the Thalid. 4s, we have Paladin, Omnivore, Vess. And that's it as creatures go. I'm going to take the Spider just in case we do an about face on green. So I'm still liking blue a little bit better. I already have a Befuddle. I don't want too many. What do I have in the way of historic spells? Almost 0. So, and there are no 3 drops here, except for this green card. I mean, you know, any of these would be a slam dunk if I was really sure which way the deck was going, and I'm still not 100% sure. Blue spider. Let's see what we have in the way of green spell possibilities. The scout, these two big guys, possibly the druid as an early play along with the scout, in which case we would take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue spells. The 6 blue spells range from okay to so-so. But the blue keeps us at a more livable curve. Alright, that's our decision. Let's go for the Explorer. Okay. Abomination. Sure. Sage. Rescue. And Arbor. Alright, I'm not real excited about this deck, but let's put it together and see what we can come up with. Okay. How many creatures have I got? 17. Don't want to lose too many creatures. Demonic Vigor. Let's lose that. Rescue, I think we can lose. The Confessor is okay. I'm not real keen on the Explorer. This is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 7 blue cards. So we're playing almost all of our black cards? Okay. Alright, need to cut a few more. The Abomination... I don't know. Acolyte is fine. Maybe the Dark Bargain is not necessary. Let's take out the Befuddle. Okay. We have 7 instants, 2 sorceries. What are our instants? The Opt, I guess, could come out. Excuse me. Decisions. That's true. All it is a 4/4 for 5. Yeah, that works for me. Relic Runner is not, let's see, not very interesting. So 1, and this is, let's take this out because there are no artifacts that we're sacrificing. And this is just going to be a 2/1 for 2, so that's really just filler. Excuse me. So given we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue spells in here, I feel like we can reduce this. Yeah, what you say is absolutely true. Let me just add the swamp here, and let's take a quick run through. So we have these 2 things, we have that, 1 possible early drop, although I'd rather he come down on turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 2 drops, okay. The Soul Salvage, I think, might be useful. I think it will be useful. The Paladin is very meh. It's just going to be a 4/2 vanilla creature in this deck. Alright, we have some removal. Alright, I'm going to give this a try. Do you have any last minute suggestions? Alright. Is it worth switching from blue to green? Green cards that I would consider adding are really just the high-end stuff. And basically these 4 cards, really. I think green is a big no, because to just put in 4 green cards and 2 of them have double green is, I think, asking for trouble. Alright, I'm going to move on and see how our first game goes. Wish me luck. I feel like I'm going to need it. Alright, so I think we're going to play our 1-drop, and I think we're going to play our 2-drop. Yeah, we'll keep this. Yep. Navigator's Compass. Indeed. Alright, let's start with this silly guy. I'm glad they updated the interface to really flag the kicker option much more clearly than they had originally. Alright, another land would be really nice for my next draw. Okay. Let us play an Arcanist. Okay, damage, yes. Okay. Even though I don't draw a land, I can bring out another silly Arcanist. Nice. And he is a wizard, so 1 more land and I can get this guy going. Attacking is pointless. Let's play this fellow and move along. Boy, I have a handful of removal here. I don't mind. Sarah Disciple. What do you think? Should I waste one of my removals on his Disciple? Okay. Target creature. I could Journey Mage his Saproling, which seems kind of pointless. You know what? I'm going to do that, and then I'll swing in with both. We'll see what happens. Because I do have lots of removal to deal with other scary things that may be coming down the pike. And let's attack. While I have board dominance, may as well see what we can do. Really? I really hate Getting destroyed by bad cards. Alright, well, let's attack with everybody. I am going, and I'll save my cast down for that guy. Let's see what happens. Again, let's see if he does anything scarier. Interesting. Oh, I see what he's doing. Alright. Yeah, no, I think he left up the Disciple as a blocker. Okay, so the Courser will resolve, and then end of turn I will cast this guy. And then on my attack, I will hope that he will try to do something with the Courser, and I can use the offering as a battle trick. So we attack with everybody. He's tapped out, which of course is a good thing for us. Okay. And now we kill his Courser. Ship it back. So Linda, I've been saying for many years that the best weapon I ever have in Magic is Mana Screwage on the other side of the field. Alright, I think we're going to give up an Arcanist in order to get rid of that fellow. Depending on what we draw. If our Eviscerate comes up right now, then so much the better. Yeah, let's see what we draw. Okay, that wasn't it. So let's go ahead and do that. Alternately, let's see if we can do it without. Let's see how he blocks. Possibly we may not have to. Okay, so let's see. So this will become a 1-3. Or sorry, a 1-2. So that's not enough to kill it. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'll target him, and I'll pay 1-2. Sacrifice him. And it leaves me with essentially no cards in my hand. Except for that. Am I willing to trade him for him? Oh, he has first strike. No, I guess not. So let's play him, and I think that will be it for my turn. Yeah, this is fine. Let us see what he comes up with next. Alright, so if he has a trick, we're going to make him use it, I guess. So let's send this in and hope for good stuff. If he has a trick, then bye-bye. Interesting. Alright. So I think that was a misplay on my part. Oh, nice. Because the fact that he didn't attack means that he was willing to block. So I think that was a misplay on my part. So be it. I hope that I can remember that for the future. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. So let us empty out his hand. Two lands, cool. No profitable attacks here. Five, 6, 7, 8. I am close to being able to cast my Josu with the kicker. That would be quite sweet. Okay, Mr. Thor. That's annoying. Alright. Not what I wanted. 5. Yeah, if I draw Josu next, I can kick it. That would be crazy. I can see why he's not attacking, because... Alright. Now he will start attacking, because now this is a race that he can win. Is that 4 lands in a row? Have you been counting? So I'm on a 3-turn clock. If I attack with both, I can get 1 damage in, but then he can come back with 4. Let's see, so 4. So it's still a 3-turn clock. I'm gonna hold back and hope that this Mana Flood ends on my next draw step. Wow. Not cool. So I've gone through half my deck and I've seen 11 of my 17 lands. Nice. Dark Bargain. Sure. Brings me down to 2. Yeah, this game is not looking very promising. 2 in my hand. And that is the game. Because I got nothing. Oh well, Mana Flood claims another victim. So what do you think? Linda, if you're still there, you want to look at the deck and see if we might be able to tweak it anymore? If Tyler is there with you, I'm happy to get his opinion as well. I guess he's not. Okay, so let's proceed with what we have and see if we can do any better. that 4 lands in a row? 5? I don't know. It was a lot. Yeah, this is fine. We can start with Opt. We can follow up with Relic Runner. The Skin Witch if we want to. So we'll keep. It was a lot. That's for sure. Well, we've all been there. Okay, end of his turn. We will opt. I will opt to opt. Journey Mage. Let's see, is the Skin Witch a wizard? It is. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. So we're done. And we'll follow up with the Relic Runner, just in case he doesn't play anything. We can maybe sneak a couple points of damage in. So much for that. Nice. If only we can get it into play. Let's get the Arcanist going, in the hopes that we might be able to get him at full value. And we pass the turn. Really? Good for you. Let's go for the tempo play. Let me remind myself of what this does. No, we're not going to go for the tempo play. We're going to leave the Journey Mage up for his creature in case I do not draw any other removal. So let us swing in with everybody. And let us play this guy for nominal value. So his next turn he'll be able to create that thing, he'll lose a certain amount of life, and he will lose his token. Drudge Sentinel! Good for you. Valid. I don't like the look of that. Do I have any good attacks? I do not. You can give it indestructible, but that's no help. This is your life total. That's a big creature. We'll pass the turn. And hold up the Journey Mage for his token. Okay. I see no problem with that. These two trade nicely. I'm going to go ahead and whack his Sentinel in order to even up the board a little bit more. More lands would be nice. That was not it. Alright, so let's get rid of his token. Where indeed? So that's why I really don't like the Chainer's Torment. I feel like all it ultimately does for you most of the time is just drain the other guy twice. I don't like any attacks here. We are done with our turn. Alright. Could be worse. Interesting. I would be perfectly happy to see many things, especially a land. Although a land will not advance my position here. So we pass. So almost anything now would be fine. A swamp would be better. That's Death Touch, right? Okay. It empties out his hand. Oh boy. I'm going to do this now, because I will almost certainly hit a land. And I can put a creature into the graveyard if need be and get it back. Alright, this is fine. So, choose 2 to put into my hand, and I'll get back Josu with... That's fine. Okay, I can always chump him. Alright, this is actually not looking bad, and I can cast down, well, him. Alright, we passed the turn, and I think we're in decent shape here, actually. Okay, so he has no cards in hand. I think I have clear card advantage here. Alright, he has no tricks, so I'm going to get rid of his Abomination. And I will trade my Relic Runner for his thing. I'm fine with that. Okay. So Linda, I mentioned on my last Dominaria stream that this is so refreshing to draft into play compared to War of the Spark. War of the Spark, I felt like my brain was exploding. It was really too much for me. Sure, let's get the Bells and Lock out and start kicking some butt if we can. Okay, he didn't even want to deal with it. I can't say as I blame him. Okay, nice. And we move on. How will things go in Game 3? We are about to find out. This is fine. We have a 2-drop, we have some removal. As of right now, this guy will have to be paid for full value. Yeah, as you say, the bombs in war are just, I mean, they're like nuclear explosives compared to, you know, a single piece of dynamite. Yeah, the other fellow scooped Bells and Lock, if you have no answers to it, is Tough to deal with. We're going to get our Arcanus going. And that will make our Journey Mage cheaper, which is nice. I like Jalfred Void, but I feel like in limited it could be problematic since you really need to make your color drops, so to speak. Yeah, we're going to offer to trade runner for runner. I would rather not play the Journey Mage just now. Maybe it's not a good use of mana, but let's see what happens. If he plays almost any creature, I will almost certainly play it then to set him back one turn. Yeah, that's fine. I could Vicious Offering it, but I'm going to save that. And we'll swing in for one. One more land, I can get Bells and Lock going. That's very sweet. I am absolutely willing to trade my Journey Mage for his 2/2 flyer. Yeah. And also anything that makes his spells cheaper, I'm happy to get off the board. Okay, and let's kick this guy. Okay, 3/3 Menace is fine. Interesting. Very interesting. So he can pump it like a Nantuko Husk? What was that old card? Alright, let's attack with our 3/3, which he cannot block. And let's bring this guy into play. I may end up 2 for 1-ing this thing. Let's see. He still has a fistful of cards. A fistful of cards. Yes. Yeah. He'll show us what he has, or not. So he can make that a 7/7. Interesting. I am going to whack his Drake. Hoping he has no effects. Indeed it does not. And, we will swing in with our Menace guy. land would be very nice. So again, he can make this a 7/7 if he wants to. Sure. Okay. He may be holding back because this can be a very good blocker. I would not blame him. There we go. Okay, attacking is totally unprofitable. Let's just get this guy out. He's got a bunch of black cards, or certainly black deck. We'll see if he has an Eviscerate or any of those good things. Cast down is blanked against him, so that's something. The Paladin. Ooh, a bunch of cards. Any good attacks? I could get in for 3 if I'm willing to. Ugh. Do I want to get in for 3 at the price of probably? I could get in for 3 because if I send him in, he'll need to double block. I'm gonna try it. High risk, high reward. I should have attacked first. Okay. So if he has no removal, then that's game. I'm guessing he does, or he might have scooped by now. Interesting. Oh, he's trying to get a blocker going. Okay, I respect that. Or not. Right, so he can play his blocker. Let's go ahead and swing with Bells and Luck. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Four, 5, 6. Let's get lots of good choices here. Let's get our Death Touch guy going. That way he can swing in, and his pumpable creature will be of little use. So it's 17. So I feel like we can swing in with our 3 main creatures, and we can follow with 2 more creatures after the fact. Wow.
I have faced worse than the likes of you. Evil cannot withstand a righteous army.
Okay. Heh. Okay. So all that agonizing, pointless because he gave it up. Okay. Before we go on to our next game, I just want to see something on the stream. Do we get anything good? And the answer is not particularly. Hey Substance, how you doing? I am here in a Dominaria draft, as I guess my title indicates. So if I were 2-1 with a black and blue deck, which is, I guess it's okay. I don't think it's great. It has some good cards, but the synergy in it is pretty minimal. I'm doing all right. Listen, I'm sitting here playing Magic, so things can't be too terrible, right? Okay, we have a 2-drop, we have some removal, we have both of our colors. This is an easy keep, I think. It's interesting you say that because early in the draft I was looking at a couple of good red cards, and it looks like I might end up in a black and red situation, but the red dried up pretty quickly. So here we are in black and blue. Green was also a contender for a while, but here we are. Lava Runner. Interesting. Do I want to save? I would rather save him as my 4-drop. Because I already have this 2-drop. I'm going to live a little bit dangerously and save him as a 4-drop. If I'm dying for a chump blocker at some point, I can always bring him out. Greed is good. Let's get this guy out and we'll double block the Journey Mage, that's fine. I'm gonna hold off on the cast down because it's a really strong spell. I feel like it might have better use. I would rather try to get rid of this guy by judicious blocking. If I'm wrong, then you can laugh at me at your convenience. He may have an effect, he may not. See, now that's a better one to cast down because the flying is going to be very hard to deal with. Alright, we're not in big trouble yet. He only has 3 cards in hand, so let's bring out our 3/3 Menace guy. I can always cast this down later if I need to. And we have no good attacks. We pass the turn. Yep. Interesting. That's not bad. I'm not going to bounce him, because I'd really rather he doesn't get the counters. I'm going to bounce this guy. Yeah. I'm going to bounce his Tolarian Scholar, which is kind of funny actually. And I will swing in with my Menace guy. He's going to continue to do some good work with the Drake. Ooh, that might be a better one to cast down. I could really use some more lands here. I can turn that into a 4/3. Yeah, we're going to send in our 2 guys and hold up the Infection as a battle trick. Really need another land to get things really humming. That's fine. So we're going to deal damage to him first. And let us... Whoops, that's not what I want. I want this. Oh, we have an impatient player. My go. Another land that I can get the Acolyte going. Ooh, that's a good one to cast down. Oh, come on. We're going to cast that down and keep swinging. I need another land. So I have 2 creatures here. And there's that silly Scholar. Ooh, not cool. Land! I'm starved for land here. Alright, I'm gonna take 5 on his next turn. There's nothing I can do about that. Right, we have to do... Ugh. I think this game is lost because I've fallen too far behind. Wow. So, Eviscerate and Omnivore. This game is gone. This game is lost. Because I'm going to take 5 and then I can get rid of 1. I'll play it out, but I think things are just lost. I really needed that extra land. Yes, Kingda. Hello to you too. I don't think that makes a big difference. Sure, I'll chump block 1. I'll go 1. There's nothing I can draw that will pull me out of this. And there's the land that I needed a long, long time ago. So I don't know if Linda's still actively watching, but yeah, the other game that I lost, I drew 5 lands in a row, and you know, lands are fine, but you got to Let's see, is there anything worth doing here? At 1. Let's just save time and admit the inevitable. Okay. So we go to 2 and 2. I feel like the deck is not terrible. I can remember one definite mistake that I made before, although it was not a critical one for that game. He goes first. That's good. Ooh. I do not. Since I'm on the draw, I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan. Ugh. All right, that's slightly better. Only because I have the infection. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Shame on me. Don't you hate that? Misclicks. Well. No, not what I wanted. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, well, if he keeps playing janky artifacts, then that can help. I can play a paladin next turn, or a bargain, or an eviscerate. Probably paladin. There we go. Eviscerate is sounding good. Or I could attack. This is interesting. Yeah, let's attack. We'll pay our 1. No. That is telegraphing too much. We're gonna hold up, and when we attack next turn, it'll look like a genuine attack. Three colors, interesting. That's why he played the compass. I wonder if he has something really big coming down. I could double block. I could take 2 rather. I'll take 2. Let's see what happens. So if I attack, I'm going to have to pay 1. Let's attack with both. See how he blocks. Okay, so should I trade? I'm actually okay trading and save this for another day. That's fine, and we'll play him. If he's ramping into something big, then I guess we'll see what it is. Whatever it is, I hope it does not have Shroud or Hexproof. Okay. Alright, so the end of his... Alright, so let's attack. All this work just to get him below 20. And end of his turn will Dark Bargain. Or Vicious Offering, depending on what happens. Interesting. We're going to Dark Bargain. Dark Bargain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and interesting. So we definitely want him in our hand. Soul Savage. And the Soul Savage goes away. Okay, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would need 4 more lands to make him happen. So that seems pretty unlikely. Which means we're going to play the Lich Knight. But we have lost the chance of getting him back should the need arise. So I feel like he's going to play an Historic spell and then untap with this guy. If so, I'll take 7 damage. That would be a good one also to get rid of. Wow. No attack. Interesting. I'm going to send in both of these and possibly use the Infection or the Offering as a trick. No, we're not. Because if I sent him in, he could double block, and then I'll lose this guy, which I'd rather not. So... no attacks, and let's just eviscerate him now. Yeah, I messed that up. And I am going to get rid of Tatiovo also. Let's try that again with Kicker. Kicker sacrifice a creature. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have done all this pre-combat instead of being clever. So I could have had him down to 6. Oh well. Zahad, that's gonna be hard to deal with. Okay, so let's send in this guy for sure. I can make him at 4-5, no help there. Let's disrupt his hand. Yeah, I should have had him down to 2 at this point. What a mistake. Wonder how he says his handle there. Rag is a cam. Something else? Who knows? Oh boy, he's got all these flyers out. Good for him. And he does have a red source. Interesting. That's not what we want. 4-5. Let's do this with the threat of sack. And I can also do this. Okay, so let's send him in. We could send in both. 5, 6. We're going to send in both of these with the threat of... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he gets +2/+2. Okay, that's no help. I have to do that on the next turn. Okay. So I feel like this game is still winnable, but it's going to require very tight play, which for me it's hard to do. What do you think? You never say anything, do you? A little help here would be nice. Servant? Alright, that complicates things a little bit. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can draw. The Bells Unlock would be really nice. That wasn't it. Yeah, Linda, you and me both. I am nervous. My heart is pounding in my chest here. I'm really not sure what to do next. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still double block. Let's send everybody in. Let's see. Even if everything goes completely wrong, I can get 10. He'll hit me for 10 on the next turn. And that's fine. I'm going to send everybody in. He only has one card. I'm feeling reckless. Worst thing that happens is it all goes south. And there's this threat of activation. But we shall see. Okay, so let us pump him. So target a creature, pay 1. Okay. Let's sack our guy. And I do lose my Paladin bargain. Oh, -5. I forgot about his tallow. Okay, so -5. I could sacrifice more creatures. I'd have to sacrifice. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot about that too. That's another one of my weaknesses. I forget things that are happening on the board. All right, I have a couple of timeouts. So 3, 5. It's going to go to a 0/0. Even if I sack 3 creatures, that's not going to help me. Rats. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna resolve it. Damn, I totally forgot about that. So much for recklessness. And if I had not made that mistake before, the game would have been over, and I would have won. I'm still kicking myself over that one. So he will attack with his big guy. I need Belzenok like right now in order to make this a thing. That wasn't it. I'm a little surprised that he's. No, I'm not surprised. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's another. That's another punt. In fact. Oh boy. All right. Not good. What's that command? No, that's not it. Okay, I can't remember. There it is. Well, let's see what we can pull off the top of our library. That'll help a little bit, so sure. Give me an extra draw step. Let's get rid of this guy. those counters. Still no good attacks. Right. That helps. That helps a lot. Unfortunately, it will not hit him or him. It'll hit only the Sphinx. Okay, we passed the turn. The Eviscerate was used a while ago, right? Yeah. I used it on his. Boy, he has a lot of strong cards in this deck. Just laying on the pressure here. Well, got rid of all those lands, that's fine. We're gonna get rid of his angel. Oh, come on. So the 4 cards that he milled, or the 3 cards, were swamps, and I'm still drawing more. Wow, where is the justice? Where is the justice? Listen, again, if I don't pull it out, it's my own fault. Because I made that rather egregious mistake earlier. I'm paying for it, so be it. Got lands. Sure. Why not? Why not? So that's 13. Yeah, that's good. What did he mill out? The flyer would have helped a little bit. Yeah, that's game. I can't imagine what... Yeah, a land. I wish I could just show him. Alright. Not good. Alright, so a really killer combination of bad play and bad luck.